Every financial advisor gives you a different advice. Your banker pushes you lips. Your friend swears by crypto. And your dad says just buy gold. No wonder you're paralyzed. Most people think that wealth is about buying the right stock or picking that one perfect property. But years pass and the network barely moves. The ultra wealthy, they sequence assets. They realize that the order is more important than the pick, and every asset has its limit. Today, I'll break down the exact roadmap from 10 lakh to 10 crore and how the 0.1% really do things differently. Hi, I'm Piyusha. I've spent years in strategy, finance, and real estate on both sides of the table as a corporate professional and as a businesswoman. Today, I'm sharing my practical framework, the entire triggers, tools, and timelines that ultra-wealthy managers actually use for their clients. Watch till the end because I'm also sharing how to know when it's time to graduate from one stage to the next. Layer 1 of wealth building is foundation, from 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs. At this stage, the goal is not to be flashy, but to survive. This is the capital preservation and momentum phase, which is 3 to 5 years for most professionals. The asset allocation looks something like this: 50 to 60% in an emergency fund of 6 to 12 months of guarantee and liquid debt funds or FDs. 50 to 60% in broad index mutual funds like the Equity 50, Nifty 50 or Nifty 100. And the rest 5 to 10% in a gold ETF or SGBs, sovereign gold bonds, just as an inflation hedge. There's no speculative stock picking and no real estate yet. Why so conservative? Because at this stage, losing even a 5 lakh on a poorly chosen stock or some poorly chosen property can set you back 3 to 5 years. This is not just money lost, but also time lost. If your wealth is growing at a 6 to 8% risk-free and you avoid a 30% loss mistake, you're actually ahead of most. This is the phase where patience pays the highest dividend. You're not trying to double your money in a year, you're just trying to avoid being set back. Bonus tip: before you're thinking of growing your wealth, protect it. Get a term insurance and a comprehensive health insurance in place. This is not an expense, it is a shield to help you protect against any unforeseen emergency and wiping out your entire wealth. Trigger to move up: when your annual savings crosses 10 lakhs consistently, or you've built a corpus of 50 lakhs. When your foundation is rock solid, that's when the compounding really starts. And this is where most people either get stuck or they accelerate. Layer 2 of wealth building is growth, from 50 lakhs to 2 crores. Now here's where most people make their biggest mistake. They think that now that we have 50 lakhs, I'm rich enough and to take more risks. Wrong. This is where you stop being a saver and become an investor. Now compounding is your best friend. The asset allocation looks something like this: 50 to 60% in mutual funds or direct stock picks, 20% in real estate. It may be your first home or your first rental asset, 10 to 15% in bonds or liquid debt funds, and last 5 to 10% in crypto or tech ETFs for diversification. Why choose mutual funds over direct stock picking? Because mutual funds help you to diversify across 40 to 50 companies. Stay calm even when there's a 30% drop in the market and there's less emotional decision making. And at the same time, you can concentrate on your career or your business. If you're into stock picking, you should only do this when you can read balance sheets at midnight and take calm financial decisions and not panic when there's a market drought, which most professionals shouldn't or don't do at this point. At this stage, you're still building momentum. Wealth manager strategy here is to build your first anchor assets. This can be your first rental property. Usually, a good anchor asset will help you relieve the job pressure from years to come. Trigger to move up: when you've hit 2 CR or your cash flows from your assets cover 50% of your living expenses. You've hit scale when people start asking you for investment advice. Layer 3 of wealth building is scale, from 2 to 10 crore. This is where you stop thinking like an investor and think like a mini family office. Everyone talks about returns. I focus on systems. The asset allocation looks something like this: 30 to 40% in real estate, in commercial properties, land, REITs, etc. 30 to 40% in equities, which includes mutual funds, large cap, mid cap, small cap, and global diversified funds, 10 to 15% in structured debt or high yield bonds, 10 to 15% in alternatives like private equity, AIFs, or PMS. Last 5%, which is optional, in alternatives like crypto, angel investing, startups, etc. Here you start using strategic leverage, from smart mortgages to loan against securities if you are seasoned. Your role shifts from being an investor and building money to engineering it. Now you stop asking how much can I save and start asking what systems can I create that will generate me money in my sleep. Wealth is less about saving now and more about creating those structured deals to generate the passive income. The goal is to hit 10 CR net worth and cash flow stability for 3 to 5 years. Layer 4 of wealth building is preservation, when you hit 10 crore plus. At this level, you were among the top 0.1%. Your priorities flip from how to grow to how not to lose. You preserve, diversify globally, and structure for tax efficiency. Asset allocation looks something like this: 25 to 30% in global funds, US, Singapore, or offshore funds, 25% in Indian real estate and equity funds, 15 to 20% in fixed income or tax efficient structures like bonds, mini funds, trusts, where you optimize for tax efficiency with structures like LLPs and HUFs, and 15 to 20% in alternatives like private equity, AIFs, which is alternate investment funds, and long-term bets. Philanthropy and legacy planning also enter here, where basically you structure or generational wealth transfer through wills, succession structures, trusts, etc. Wealth managers call this the family office stage, where you're not just building for yourself, but for the next generation. At this point, your passive income is higher than your active income, which is higher than 10 CR plus. So your job is to protect it and not to lose it. So here's the final roadmap. Stage 1, foundation, from 10 lakh to 50 lakhs. Here, you start building momentum. The goal is to protect, and it'll take 3 to 5 years depending on financial discipline. The second stage, growth, which is from 50 lakhs to 2 CR. Here, compounding is your best friend, and you build your first anchor asset that's generating passive returns. This will be from the 5th to 7th year. The third stage is scale. Think systems in this stage. Use leverage efficiently, and this will be from year 7 to year 10. And the last stage is preservation, where it is 10 crore plus. Now you think in terms of legacy and generational wealth transfer as well as preservation, which is lifetime. Each asset class has a world of its own, be it mutual funds, real estates, or alternatives. Tell me in comments what you want decoded next, and I'll create a step-by-step breakdown and a full in-depth video guide for the most requested one. And if you like this, subscribe for calm strategic lessons on finance and real estate, direct from someone who's applying it in real life.